There are finally, it seems, people on the right, including Republican senators, who are questioning whether or not these tariffs are the best idea. Spoiler alert, they're not. And this guy brings up very, very good points today. He questioned them because this is what people seem to not understand. And even with my very small knowledge of trade and world trade and all the things, economics, yeah, sure. In an idealistic world, it sounds great to have, like, oh yeah, let's just have everything made in America, blah, 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 blah. That is not realistic. It is not fucking realistic. So either way, we're getting fucked because if we get tariffed, if we tariff and then the consumer has to bear the cost of that tariff, things are going to go up. Like the iPhone, them saying, well, either way, because our iPhones come from China, that's going to go up like almost 100%, it seems, if China and the US doesn't come to some kind of agreement. But also, even if Apple straight up said, even if we were to make things here, which by the way, we are not even prepared to do, we cannot at the moment make these in America. Okay, there's a lot of shit that we just don't have the manufacturers or the manufacturing plants to make the said products or the materials to source, right? So to get all of the materials and build the manufacturing plants, it's still going to be astronomical to make it here. It's still going to be increasing our price significantly, probably the same amount, if not more, than these stupid fucking tariffs. So, sure, it sounds great to be like, yeah, let's make everything in America. No. First of all, if these companies do concede and actually like, you know what, let's actually build a manufacturing plant to avoid the tariffs, right? It's going to cost millions and millions of dollars to build these manufacturing plants. Second of all, they're going to take years to build. All the companies are saying minimum 3 to 4 years to even build the manufacturing here in the US. So by that time, Trump is going to be out of office. Whoever's in office might completely get rid of the tariffs. So these companies are not going to take that risk. We're also not the only people that the world trades with, and people seem to be forgetting that, but they're not going to spend millions and millions of dollars to make manufacturing here to avoid our tariffs. They're just going to bear the cost of the tariffs and wait it out. So it's just really fucking stupid. And anyone that thinks that this is a great idea, you're living in la la land, because it's fucking not. Either way, our price is going to go up. And what's going to happen is, unfortunately, a lot of small businesses are not going to be able to make it. They're not going to be able to even afford to build the manufacturing or seek out manufacturing here or wait for those manufacturing plants to be available for them here. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Small businesses are going to go under and no one's going to build manufacturing plants. If they do, it's going to be multiple years until that fucking happens. Get it through your fucking skulls. So finally, here we are with people on the right side because it's finally going to start affecting them. All of these stupid fucking decisions are going to start affecting people's money. And that's all people give a shit about, apparently, is fucking money. So this guy, Tom Tillis, Republican senator from North Carolina, had this to say, questioning even to the point of, whose throat do I get to choke if this shit doesn't work out? Because it sounds real fucking stupid. Listen to him.
It looks like we've got a novel approach here in terms of an alla prima approach. I'm not a trade expert. I do have a question about, at the end of the day, the other thing in management consulting we like to focus on is this concept of one throat to choke. In other words, when you're finally taking a look at a strategy, someone has to own it. And you can't say that it's the president or the vice president. So my first question to you, in this scenario, the decision maker who decided the alla prima approach, who has obviously had to have spent time anticipating what we saw in the markets and some of the pushback, I'm assuming this all got gamed out because it's a novel approach. It needed to be thought out. Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
Well, Senator, you can certainly always talk to me, but
are you at the tip of the spear?
Well, I'm at the tip of the spear for certainly.
Did you propose the alla prima approach?
So, first of all, I would push back, Senator, just a little bit on this. We've excluded pharmaceuticals and semiconductors.
Okay, it just seems like we've decided to begin a trade war on all fronts, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If the person who thought this through has an answer for why you go after partners that we have a very long storied relationship with.
Like all of our allies.
Maybe we give some developing countries a break because we're trying to actually get their economies functioning. make them look to the West versus to Chinese investment. And I'm just trying to figure out whose throat I get to choke if it's wrong, and who I put up on a platform and thank them for the novel approach that was successful if they're right. But here's what I'm really worried. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm just going to tell you, every time we talk about people having patience, we need to understand that the founding fathers made damn sure that that patience was never more than about 14 months, really. Everything that we need to do to know what the political environment is going to be about next year, it's going to be done by February of next year. So in your mind, do you believe that over the course of the next 14 months, we're going to have a level of certainty, and the people in the trailer park that I grew up in who are going to bear the brunt of some of these short-term cost increases, maybe some job displacement for a period of time, how are they going to be feeling Groundhog Day 2027 or 2026?